warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Azzahra, your English tutor. From the results of interviews with English teachers, it is known that students haven't been able to write a narrative text well. After conducting research in the classroom and looking at the results of students writing narrative text, I realized that students didn't yet understand the language that needed to be used in writing narrative text. Almost all students didn't write direct speech in their narrative text, even though direct speech is one of the important linguistic elements in narrative text. So in this video, I focus on making direct speech as one of the linguistic elements in the narrative text, so students can make a narrative text better and correctly. The discussion of direct speech is included in the category of linguistics syntax because it discussed the composition of a sentence. So, what is direct speech? Direct speech or quoted speech is a basic form whose content gives the exact words that someone or maybe the speaker himself said or didn't say in the form of speech or writing. Direct speech uttered by someone in the story and written as it is. Direct speech uses the speaker's own words and puts speech marks around the words spoken. It begins with the main clause, which includes the speakers and reporting verb, and is followed by a comma and the exact words of the quote, which is enclosed in quotation marks. Look at this sentence. Vandana said, "I'm a teacher." Vandana as the speaker. Said is reporting verb. And then Vandana said is the main clause. I'm a teacher is the exact quote and it closes with quotation marks. In direct speech, a quote can also be placed before the main clause. In that case, we don't end the quote with a full stop, but use a comma, question mark, or an exclamation mark. Things to remember in writing direct speech. The first is, the dialogue is enclosed in quotation marks. For the example is, he said, "It is time to go away." The most visible features of direct speech is the presence of quotation marks. The second is, if the reporter is at the beginning of the direct sentence, write the reporter with the same verb, then put a comma, add quotation marks after the comma, and fill it with the dialogue. Don't forget to end it with a full stop. Look at this sentence. One of the swans said, "You are the most beautiful swan I have ever seen." There is a comma after the reporter. Then the dialogue uses capital letters, and you can see that the dialogue is enclosed with the quotation marks. The third is, if the dialogue ends with the question marks or exclamation marks, and the reporter is at the end of the dialogue, then the dialogue is in quotation marks without adding a comma. Look at the sentence. "Just what we were looking for," she said to her husband. There is no comma after the quotation marks, and the reporter is written without a capital letter. But remember, if you don't use the question marks or exclamation marks in the end of the dialogue, you must use comma before the reporter. Fourth example is, "I just want to say what that I'm busy," she said to him. You can see that we use comma before the reporter. The other example, look at this sentence. Nikki said, "I'm learning a new topic." In this sentence, there are quotation marks, speech marks, and the sentence, "I'm learning a new topic," is the speaker's own words. So why is direct speech so needed in writing narrative text? So direct speech is needed in narrative text to make it seem as if the reader can feel the atmosphere of the story. It is make the story lively. In narrative text, the direct speech is right use present tense. Look at this sentence. Snow White said, "My name is Snow White." In narrative text, we always use simple present tense as the direct speech. This is material about direct speech. Now guys, you can write better narrative text by using direct speech. So guys, thank you for watching. I hope you can get the point of this video. I'm Azzahra and see ya! Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.